All right, guys, I want to make another video about the Xbox. I know I've been doing a lot of Maverick and Xbox comment, but I wanted to let you know that AliExpress is probably one of the best places to order aftermarket controllers. Yes, these are Chinese third-party controllers, but these are very good controllers. They come in different colors. You actually can buy stickers and put an Xbox logo over these. They look pretty much the same as the Xbox setup. They play pretty good. They are a little on the lighter side. They do accept like the different peripherals, and they plug right in and they play fine. They don't have stick drift. I recommend for the price, you really can't go wrong. One thing I do want to point out, so if you're ordering from AliExpress, one, it takes a long time to get it. It's coming from China. And two, with the tariffs and all that going on right now, I definitely consider ordering now. There currently is, as this video is being made, as 2/11. There are no tariffs going on, but if you're considering ordering from AliExpress, I'd order now. Then later that might change. I don't know. Anyways, long story short, when you're ordering AliExpress, you're going to notice you see like reviews and sold. The main thing you want to look at is make sure you're buying from someone who's sold a lot of these, at least more than one. And also one thing you want to look is you want to look at the sold by. This will say when the account has been made. This is actually a pretty fresh place. It's only been open for a few months, so it's a little bit wary on that. But like I said, they've already sold so many. They kind of open and close and change ownership throughout the time. You notice they're selling, the exact same thing over here. This is another shop that's been around since 2013. So you might want to spend $1 or two and order from a shop that's been around for a long time. So just be wary about that. I'm going to go ahead and leave links to shops that are officially good and I've ordered from. So don't worry about it. But if you see the stuff, you'll notice it's all priced like a few pennies less or more. Try to go with a more reputable person who has an older account and has a lot of sales. That will save you a lot of headache with issues and returns. So you also pay in PayPal, so you always could get your money back. I gotta be honest, I haven't had any issues with AliExpress yet, and it's been really good to me. So if you are looking to get an Xbox controller, I do recommend these ones are also really good. These wired ones, they're all the same. Don't be fooled. They're exactly the same. They're just different distributors selling it. Different companies selling it. This one's a little older. If you don't mind paying $1 or more from a company, or you want to save yourself, the few dollars, this is a welcome deal. So if you've never used AliExpress before, you can get a really good deal on like the first item you buy. So this is normally, I think it's like $12 or $15 for this controller, but it's a great controller for the money. I like it. I've actually buy and sell these quite a bit with my systems. They're very good wire controllers. See, they're all the same. This is a welcome deal. You get all the cool colors. So I recommend the controller if you don't have a replacement, and then obviously they're all the same. And then the other thing I'd recommend is actually back here is this HDMI to component cable. This one is actually one of the better ones out there. I'm going to send you a link to this one. Again, this is one of the cheaper ones. This guy sold over 1,000 of these. Basically, you plug these in with the HDMI cable, and it does, 720 1080p. It does downscale the game for you, but it actually looks really good. It's not going to be as good as a pound or anything like that, but for the money, these are the best converters in the business, in my opinion. I actually ordered from, I believe, this guy as well. This is the welcome deal, but they're normally like $12 or so. I always run these in the Xbox. It works great. I run it off monitors, TVs, and it works really well. It doesn't get very hot. It does feel a little on the cheap side. It feels like there's nothing in there, but these do actually work very well. It's one of the few products, if you are getting Xbox and you don't have the money to actually solder an HDMI, this is one of the better experiences you can get on the cheap. So I would definitely recommend getting just this one. Don't get these other ones. Like this one right here is garbage. Do not get this. This needs a USB. I actually have it right now. It doesn't look good. It scales everything really ugly. Do not buy these. They suck. These are just doggish. They suck. These ones are fine too if you get the the cables that they sell. Again, this is a welcome cable. It's basically just a Chinese component cable. They're fine as well. These pound cables are the ones you want, the ones that don't have a USB on them. And again, you can buy like adapter cables, stuff like that. But another thing you want to do is if you have a controller, you want to get a good adapter. Some people, instead of spending money on the StarTech adapter, they want to get the cheaper AliExpress ones. Let me kind of show you which ones you want. You basically want these ones with these two, basically, what are they called? Like, circuit caps here, or what are these called? Capacitors, sorry. Can't brain fart. You want these ones with the two capacitors right here. This one actually worked just fine for Xbox. Again, this guy, I'll have a link for this in the description below, don't worry. This guy has a lot of ones sold, and these actually, it boots a little bit slower than StarTech, but this is like, I think it's like $3 or $4. This is a welcoming deal, because I'm on not logged in, obviously, but these are the ones you want. You don't want to get these ones. Notice they don't have any capacitors on them. Even though it says it does the same thing, you don't want that. Same with this. You want the ones with the two capacitors. This was the one that for sure works with the Xbox. So definitely make sure yours has capacitors or has them welded in. I haven't had any issues with these yet. They work fine. Sometimes the soldering on these can be a little weak, so you might want to reflow them when you get them. Not a bad idea. But if you don't want to spend the money on a StarTech adapter, these do work. It will save you a lot of money. I would not recommend getting your IDE cable from AliExpress. All the cables they sell right here, the 80 pins, they are not long enough. They're a pain in the butt. They're exactly the same size as the OEM one. You can get them to fit. It is the ultimate pain in the butt. Just don't do it. Buy the bigger one on Amazon. Spend the extra money. I think it's like $10 or $12 for this stupid cable over like $5 at Ali. Don't get your cable at AliExpress. You could get it on eBay, but you want to get a longer cable. So just be careful. Like, say, this doesn't have any capacitors on there. Don't get the non-capacitor version of this. Again, I'll link this in the video. Make it short and sweet. And then again, with this is the pound adapter I'm talking about. A few people sell it. Again, you want to buy it from people with good reviews, and then notice this guy's been around since 2012. So I definitely do that. Another thing to note is they give you like a lot of specials if you buy like one or two, three things. If you never done AliExpress before, they have like these speed deals. This is where I'd buy like your screwdrivers and cleaning kit. Like these kits for like $1 is such a good deal because it gives you the hex to open your Xbox to take out the DVD drives. It gives you a little pick to clean your thermal. I use this for scraping off the thermal paste, cleaning the thermal paste. These little kits here for $1, you cannot go wrong with these. They're really good. Again, if you want a bigger kit for $2 more, this comes with even more stuff. It's a bunch of plastic and cheap screwdrivers, but they work just fine and they're priced really cheap. So I definitely recommend getting a toolkit of your choice if you're ordering from AliExpress to work on your Xbox. And another thing too you definitely want to get is you can get really cheap SATA adapters here as well. So I think I had to do a search for a SATA adapter. It'd probably be in our electronics. And they do sell SATA adapters. I think you have to do a search for it. But they have so AliExpress, and then we do like you do want to do a SATA adapter. So they have a bunch of these SATA adapters for hooking up your hard drives. These ones especially, if you click on the for like $12 for welcome deal, you get the ID. These work just fine. See, it pops up on this page, so it's a part of the. You have to find it. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Their website's just kind of like pushing like stuff. Like these ones are fine too. If you want to hook up Fat Explorer 32 and you want to hook your hard drive to your computer, you're gonna need an adapter. I've had pretty good luck with the AliExpress adapters. I actually like the adapters that are like this that are hard drive enclosures. They actually work pretty well. They have like a built-in USB 3.0 and it seems to work really well. These are really simple. I just take the hard drive out and use the adapter. You want something you fit a big hard drive in. This is more for like 2.5-inch hard drive, so you wouldn't want this obviously. But you can get different type of adapters. These SATA adapters work fine. You can get the one with the 3 point. You have to find them on their page. And one other thing that if you're modifying it, you can actually buy a hard drive as well at AliExpress. I kind of don't recommend that because you can get a better deal on Amazon. You're more likely to get a better, a better quality hard drive on Amazon for a few dollars more. You can't get them at AliExpress. See, these have these transparent ones. You want something like this, these like cases, because you can just throw your hard drive in and out. I'd recommend this, and these you want one that will fit like a SATA and a normal one. This won't fit an SSD. It only fits the bigger one. But if you have a big hard drive, you can use something like this. These are really cheap and they work pretty well as well for these adapters. I recommend getting that 3-in-1. You really can't go wrong because it does these ones. It does the IDs. They're really cheap. You can do SATA on one side, 2.5-inch and 3. So it does all the different sizes, which is pretty nice, and just plugs right in. So you don't need anything crazy. So something like this, and they work pretty well. They have good reviews. Again, you want to check the company, make sure they're legit. Obviously, this guy sold a lot of them, probably legit. So just make sure you're careful on AliExpress to not buy the wrong thing. But again, you could probably, if you really want it, they have 1 terabyte SSD drives. They're about $45 or so. Again, you could hook up one of these into your Xbox. You probably want to get like one of the cheaper ones. You want to get basically like these hard drives, like these ones here. And if you look, a 1 terabyte's $42. You pretty much can go on Amazon and get way faster shipping. This is next month. That's kind of crazy. It's February, so that's you're not gonna wait a whole month to get this hard drive. We can get this from Amazon on sale for like $45. Like I said, you can get them here. I wouldn't recommend it. Just get controllers, adapters, power cables, all the good stuff. And like I said, when you're ordering stuff, just assume it's gonna come in about a few weeks. Just kind of order it and forget about it. It will eventually get to your house. and you're gonna save yourself some money, but it's gonna take a while. So if you're interested in buying like cheap AliExpress stuff, I'll have the links in the video below. The stuff I recommend, like I said, just get the controller and the pound cable and get all your other stuff from like Amazon or stuff like that. I'll go ahead and put the links in the video below. Let me know where you guys order your Xbox stuff. I know there's other companies that have much better quality stuff, but if you're looking for stuff on the cheap, I do recommend checking out AliExpress and Amazon for your purchasing. All right, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day.